In the complex dance of human interactions, understanding different personality types can be incredibly insightful. It helps us navigate our relationships and social environments more effectively, fostering empathy and communication. Two such types, often standing in stark contrast, are empaths and non-empaths. These two groups perceive and interact with the world in fundamentally different ways. Empaths are highly sensitive individuals, often described as emotional sponges. They are profoundly affected by the emotions and energies of others, sometimes to the point of feeling overwhelmed. They have a unique ability to absorb and experience the feelings surrounding them, often feeling the pain and joy of others as if it were their own. This deep connection to others can be both a gift and a challenge, requiring empaths to find ways to protect their own emotional well-being. On the other hand, non-empaths, while not devoid of emotions, have a different approach to emotional experiences. They experience and process emotions differently, often with a more detached or analytical perspective. They are less attuned to the emotional undercurrents of others, which can sometimes make them seem less empathetic or understanding. However, this doesn't mean they lack compassion. They simply navigate the world with a different set of emotional responses, often relying on logic and reason to guide their interactions. Empaths possess a unique set of characteristics that distinguish them in a crowd. They are often the ones who can sense the mood of a room the moment they walk in. This ability to tune into the emotional atmosphere around them is both a gift and a challenge. Their defining feature is their heightened sensitivity to emotions. This means they can feel what others are feeling, sometimes even before the other person is fully aware of their own emotions. They can easily pick up on subtle cues like facial expressions, tone of voice, and even the smallest gestures that might go unnoticed by others. Body language, and even the unspoken energy of a room, are like an open book to them. They can sense tension, joy, sadness, and other emotions with remarkable accuracy. This sensitivity often translates into a deep sense of empathy and compassion for others. They are the ones who will offer a shoulder to cry on or a listening ear when someone is in need. They can genuinely understand and share in the joys and sorrows of those around them. This makes them excellent friends and confidants, as they truly care about the well-being of others. This deep well of empathy, however, can also be overwhelming. Being constantly attuned to the emotions of others can be draining, especially in crowded or highly emotional environments. Empaths might find themselves absorbing too much negativity, leading to emotional exhaustion and burnout. They need to be mindful of their own emotional boundaries to avoid becoming overwhelmed. They often need solitude and time in nature to recharge and cleanse their energy. Spending time alone allows them to process their emotions and regain their strength, ensuring they can continue to be there for others. Non-empaths, unlike empaths, experience emotions on a less intense level. While they certainly have feelings and care about others, they are less likely to be overwhelmed by the emotional states of those around them. This does not mean they are cold or uncaring. They simply process emotions differently, often relying more on logic and reason than intuition and feeling. Non-empaths might find it challenging to fully grasp the concept of feeling another person's emotions as their own. They might struggle to understand why an empath is deeply affected by a situation that wouldn't faze them. The magnetic pull: why narcissists target empaths. Narcissists, with their insatiable need for admiration and validation, are often drawn to empaths like moths to a flame. This magnetic pull is not just a coincidence but a calculated move by the narcissist. They are experts at identifying individuals who can provide them with the emotional sustenance they crave. This attraction stems from the empath's inherent qualities that perfectly feed into the narcissist's desires. Empaths are naturally attuned to the emotions of others, making them ideal candidates for narcissists who seek constant attention and admiration. Empaths are natural givers, always ready to offer compassion, understanding, and support. Their ability to sense and respond to the needs of others makes them invaluable to narcissists, who thrive on this kind of emotional labor. This makes them easy targets for narcissists, who are skilled at manipulating these qualities to their advantage. Narcissists know exactly how to exploit the empath's kindness and willingness to help, often leaving the empath drained and emotionally exhausted. Narcissists crave the deep well of empathy that empaths possess. They see it as an endless resource to tap into, providing them with the validation and admiration they desperately seek. They see it as a source of constant validation and admiration, fueling their inflated sense of self-importance. This dynamic creates a toxic cycle where the empath gives and the narcissist takes, often leading to emotional burnout for the empath. A toxic tango: examples of narcissists and empaths. Imagine an empath, Sarah, meeting Mark, a charismatic and charming individual. Mark, a narcissist, quickly recognizes Sarah's empathetic nature and showers her with attention and flattery. Sarah, drawn to his charm and apparent vulnerability, falls deeply in love. However, as time passes, Mark's true nature emerges. He becomes controlling and manipulative, feeding off Sarah's empathy and draining her emotionally. Sarah, blinded by her compassion and desire to fix him, remains trapped in the relationship, her own needs neglected, and her spirit slowly crushed. The predatory nature of narcissism and the empath's vulnerability. The dynamic between narcissists and empaths is often a toxic dance, fueled by the narcissist's need for control and the empath's capacity for empathy. Narcissists prey on the empath's compassionate nature, exploiting their willingness to give and forgive. This understanding is crucial for empaths to protect themselves. By recognizing the traits of narcissism and setting firm boundaries, empaths can break free from these damaging relationships. Ultimately, self-awareness and self-love are an empath's strongest weapons against narcissistic manipulation. Remember, our motto is, heal one, hurt none. Please share this video to help someone in need of knowledge and support on their journey of healing from narcissistic abuse.